Query Builder is a powerful tool that lets you access your custom data within the supported services that you connect to. Within Query Builder, you can connect to critical tables and fields in your data, creating meaningful custom metrics. In this video, we'll connect to Google Analytics and create a data feed consisting of key user acquisition data. We'll start by creating a data feed by clicking the plus button beside the data feeds in the sidebar. We'll then select a data service. Most services with built-in connectors will support the PowerMetrics Query Builder, except for cloud services like Google Drive, Dropbox, and OneDrive, where you connect directly to existing files. We'll select Google Analytics and launch into the Query Builder. If you've already connected your Google Analytics account, you'll see your connection shown in the top right corner. If you want to change connections, you can click that profile and choose a new account or an existing one. Then you'll select the specific Google Analytics profile that you want to return data from. Now that we've selected our account, let's select a data view. Data views are sets of compatible columns of data within your data service. For Google Analytics, these data views will largely align with the reports you're already familiar with, like acquisitions, engagement, monetization, and tech reports. Let's look at the general acquisitions data view. In a data view, you'll see a list of available columns and a section to add filters to your data. In this data view, for example, there are 48 available columns. Each column is labeled with its data type, such as text, numbers, or dates. Popular columns with our users will also be highlighted with this gold popular tag. Above the columns, if we open up the data view filters, you'll see 3 optional filters for the profile ID and the start and end dates of the data you're fetching. More on those later. Let's start by creating a table of data that lists key metrics by some locational demographics, like country and language. I'll select the date column, which I'll use as my date dimension in my future metrics, the country and language columns, which I'll use as dimensions. Then I'll select any numerical columns that I want to create metrics with. In this case, I'll choose engaged sessions, new users, and conversions. If I preview that data, we'll see a few rows of that table appear. By default, we return 30 days worth of data from Google Analytics. So if you'd like to bring in a larger range of data, you can use the optional end date and start date filters and set them to a larger range. Let's use those to set a range of the last 6 months. I'll set my start date to 6 months ago and my end date to today. And I'll preview my data again. I can also apply filters to columns that I've already brought in. Let's say I want to drill into non-English speaking users for my metrics. So I can go to the language column and click the filter button to add a filter so that the language does not equal English. And when I click filter, we'll regenerate the preview and we'll see that filter applied. Once you're happy with your data, you can click the Use This Data button at the top right to move to the data feed editor. Here, you can format and edit your data feed as needed. You can add custom columns leveraging our function suite, or merge in values from other data feeds. For more information on this, you can check out our YouTube videos about using the data feed editor. This data already looks great, so I'll save this to our account. Now we have a robust data feed that we can use to create custom metrics, and this data feed will refresh and update our metrics automatically over time. Thanks to Query Builder, we were able to quickly create this data feed and connect to familiar tables of data. Give it a try with one of our many supported services and fast track your way to powerful custom metrics.